Do not adjust your set. It's not a Commodore 64 screen loading. Shout out whoever said that in the last comment section, because that got me. A lot of them got me actually. It was very funny, the grief I got for this jumper, so I'm bringing it back. This was supposed to be Tales from the Garden again, but I've been working into the night. It was a bit of a long shift and I lost the light. It got dark. I was going to have a fire and just do Tales from the Garden, but it got too dark, so I couldn't do any filming. So it's now Tales from the Settee. Hey, it's just going to end up with me lying in bed, innit, doing Tales from the Bed, or in Bath, reviewing raincoats in Bath. Right, why are you here? Oh, I keep looking at that screen, mate. I can't help it. What can I do about that? Move it, and I can't see what's in shot. You just have to deal with me looking at that screen every now and again. Welcome to my humble abode. Right, I'm just going to grab a drink. Grab a little slurpy wurper. Oh, yeah, boy. It's been a long day of grafting, so just going to have a Scottish Highlands single malt. Salute. Absent friends. Ooh, yes. I'll put airs on your airs. Right, why are we here? We're here to talk, as the title probably says, about tents. It's about budget tents and tents that come in around £200 or cheaper. And I'm just going to talk about the tents that I've used in recent years, what I think of them and what I recommend to you. And the reason why I'm doing this as well is that my Helm 2, now this isn't the original stuff sack or keep bag or whatever for the Helm 2, it goes real small. This is an Alpkit waterproof thing, which I always put that on the tents that I'm taking out to keep them dry. It's failed me. One of the best the best tent probably I've ever owned, and it's failed me. It's let me down, but we'll get into that. So I've got 4 contenders here. I've got the Lanshan 1. I've got the Helm 2. I've got the Lux, the Sil Hexpeak V4A, and the old classic, everybody's first tent, and some people's lifetime tent. Nothing wrong with it. The Banshee 200. All, in my opinion, all good tents, some better than others. So I'm just going to go down the line and we're just going to have a look at some. This, look how small that goes. That's pegs and everything. But this is, you need a walking pole or a stick or something. You can even use your tripod if you've got your camera with you, whatever, to put that up. But this is an excellent one-man hiking, lightweight, cheap tent. It's amazing. It's the Lanshan 1. The only downside of this, I won't keep tactilely smashing it to pieces, I'll put it back down there, but the only thing with the Lanshan 1 I will say, this particular one, is there's a couple of things. It's bright white, which it can look quite cool on the side of a mountain, but if you're trying to stealth camp, as I walked across the country with it, and I did a few stealth camps along the way, and it's just like a massive iceberg. You can see it from miles away. See it from space apparently. I think they do a green one now. I'm going to put links for these tents below. But yeah, they do a green one now. So that, I'm even thinking about getting rid of this and getting a green one. I found it, once I'd got used to it, really easy to set up. So lightweight, easy to pack away as well. The downside obviously is the whiteness of it, and also condensation with this material. I found it, the condensation was severe, you know, even in the inner bathtub of it. It was pretty mad. But yeah, there's this, it comes in at this is the weight I've not bothered to check it now. I'm just popping it on the screen for you. The Lanshan 1. That's how much it weighs. And yeah, an amazing tent for beginners, and it costs see, because I don't know what it is now. I'm not going to start looking on my phone or messing about like that, so I'm just going to put cost, weight. There you go. That's the important stats in it. I'll put a link below for it anyway, so you can check it out. We'll work our way to that. Whoa. This is the Banshee 200, and this tent, in my opinion, divides opinion more than any other tent out there. If you ask people, like, some people absolutely hate it, some people love it. I fall into the love it category. I think it's a mint tent for what it is, because it retails now at whatever that says there, and it weighs that much there. I hope I'm doing this in post, future Hazer. I hope you're keeping up. Again, that's never let me down. This, the word bomb-proof gets used a lot, doesn't it? In bushcraft and camping and stuff. Nothing's actually bomb-proof. If you hit this with a Scud missile, it'll just blow it to smithereens. But it's very robust, and it's very spacious. But the reason it just wasn't for me anymore is that I wanted the headroom to, to get to be able to get changed and do what I needed to do. So still take it out every now and again. It's a good tent for in the woods around the fire if you're not, that sort of camping, or want to have as a backup in your truck or your car or whatever. I don't think I'll ever get rid of it. I think I'll keep hold of it. It holds some fond memories, does the Banshee 200. This is the Luxe Hex Peak, which is a tent that I wanted to love so much more than I did. I had some wonderful times in it, very fond memories, and the idea behind it is brilliant. Having half of the tent, it's like well, you'll see, I'll interject with a few snippets. You'll see what it looks like pitched. Yeah, half of the tent, so it could be zipped up with a fly sheet so you can sleep in there, and the rest of the tent was open so you could do your cooking, keep your wet gear, and the idea behind that was excellent. My only problems that I had with it were setting up. I don't know if I got a dud or whether it was just human error or me being an idiot, but every time it would just be a chew, and there was always one side that was lower than the rest, and it would go like that on the floor and wouldn't quite sit right. And then a couple of the things underneath the tent broke, and it just started to fail. I mean, it just wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, because it retails at and it comes in weight wise at so it's a decent tent, and you can get different inners for it and turn it into like a 2-manner, or have a bigger fly sheet. It's a shame because it is a good tent. I'll keep hold of it because I love the look of it as well. But I know that shouldn't really matter, but the aesthetics of a TP style tent, to me, it looks really good. It looks ace. I know a lot of people who really rate this tent, and I've had some good times in it. And at first I loved it, but it just started to become a chew. Like, the idea of putting it up, pitching it, was just not for me. And then we get to, and partly the reason for this video, is the Helm 2. Now, well, cost wise and weight wise, so it's not the lightest, but for me, the room inside this thing was just like a clown's pocket. It was like a TARDIS. It had the height, it had the width, it had 2 doors, which is a bonus, because I do a lot of sleep camp, 2-man camping with with my partner, and having a door on either side means you don't have to climb over each other, and if you're on your own you can have both doors open and you can get a sunrise and a sunset from your window or your door, whatever you want to call it. That for me is amazing. Setting up, it's the easiest tent I've ever had to set up and put away. 2 poles up, then you can move it about, peg it down. An amazing tent, probably, well, yeah, easily the best tent I've had. I love it. However, now I use and abuse my tents. They're not like, I'm not a fair weather camper or a part-time camper. I like to get out, and this has taken it a beating since I've had it. I've only maybe had it a year though, or maybe a year, maybe over a year. And yeah, so my last trip to Wales, we took this, me and Alice took this. It was really windy, and when I got it out, it was already broken. One of the tabs which you attach to the ground had completely ripped off. So geniusly, I used a Chupa Chup lolly to fix it. Which held, and it still held. I've used it since with the Chupa Chup lolly. But then again, the zip failed on me. One of the zips is completely broke. The Chupa Chup lolly thing, and I just thought, well, oh, you know, like when you look over to your nan in the corner and her teeth are falling out and her earrings gone and hair's gone and all that sort of gear, and you think, let's take her down yard, take her down backfield and turn her into glue or whatever they do. Yeah, so I'm absolutely wounded about that. So one of the reasons I've done this video is, yeah, to show you these tents and let you have a look at the prices and the weights and give my opinion on them. And also I want to start a little bit of a discussion because I think I'm going to upgrade. I'm going to get a new tent and I want to get a good one. I want to get a good one. I mean, the budget tents are good and all good, but I want one that that's going to last me a good few years, that'll become part of my family. And I've done a bit of research. I've looked at the Hillebergs and the Big Agnes, all these sort of fancy pants tents, but we are stronger as one. The hive, the brain of the hive maybe can help me out and recommend some or a tent for me below, or you know. And then I'm gonna think I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get a half decent tent. I just want something one man but two man really. So one man but spacious one man. It needs to be able to stick. It needs to be able to handle mountain weather, and just look good. Now, easy to set up. These are my criteria. Easy to set up, hardy, and just maybe with like some sort of guarantee on it, so it's like, so I don't have to worry. Like when the Helm 2 is broke, it wounded me. It's like I feel let down by it because I've done nothing but wax lyrical about it. I've really championed this tent, and there's just a few bits that it's just starting to come apart on me now, and I need a tent that can just withstand a lot of use. Because I mean, I've only had it a year or so, not long enough in my book. Warming, it's warming Commodore 64. Like, what else did people say? Oh, there were some funny things like about the old jumper. The loading screen is hilarious though. Ooh, I pinned your comment anyway, whoever you are, so that's well done for that. Yeah, so the tents I've been looking at the Hilleberg Solo or Sulu or Solo, I don't know how you pronounce it. But I don't know if I can justify that much money on a tent, mate. It's just dumb. It's a dumb amount of money. It's so dumb. It's like they're over 700 quid for a tent, and there's the price tag, and it looks like a bit of a faff to set up. If anyone's got one, put it in the comments and let me know how you're getting on with it, or if anyone's got any alternatives. I think it's Eurohike. Is it Eurohike or something like that? Do a good alternative to that. And I know the Lanshan do a Lanshan 2. There are alternatives, but I've had a look, but I'm just putting it out there because I know there's a lot of people who are avid campers who follow my channel, and maybe you could give me some advice on tents, because I really want to invest in something decent. There are a few like the Terra Nova Laser, and a few that I know are decent around the £200 mark tents, but if I haven't used it, so I can't. I don't have a say on any of them, but I can talk about all these. And if I was to get any of them, if I had 200 quid and I could get any of these tents, even though you bloody bugger, I'm like an abused spouse, aren't I? Coming back for more. I love you really. It would be the Helm 2. It is cool, man. It's a really good tent. Do I get another Helm 2? Thing is, I don't want to get another Helm 2, because if this one let me down, in a year's time, it might let me down again, and then it's false economy, innit? 2, 4, 6. Then in 3 or 4 years, I've spent the same amount as I would on a real decent tent that probably will last me longer than that anyway. So that's that. Right. That's it. I feel like I really flew through that there. I really motor mouthed my way through talking about these tents. Let me just show you this while you're here. Hey, before you go, let me just show you these things. Look, on my wall. A lovely subscriber made this. Look at this. That's your boy doing a handstand near his Helm. There's the Helm 2, look. Immortalised in... Look, she's sewn it in thread and then dyed. And I don't know if you watched my other video when I collected a bit of wood to make a thing for it, but I just got a bit of hazel and split it, and bound it back together with a bit of twine, and trapped it in there to make like a hanger for it. And that has gone up wall, that. Pride of place. And also honourable mention, I'll put the names of the people who made these just on here for you. Someone made this for me. A little walking stick, look. It's even got a little C and B on there. So yeah, thanks very much, much appreciated. Tales from the Garden just rapidly became tales from the sort of like multicoloured environment in it, with drawers and jumper and that, and yeah, it does look a little bit, headache inducing, so I apologise for that. Right, there we go. That's just a little bit of tent talk. I'm sure I'll get better at doing these, because I don't feel great. I don't feel like I'm giving enough information about them. Maybe I should have just paused it and looked at my phone or something to get a little bit more information. But I can put that on the screen later, can't I? When I'll figure it out in an edit. And we could do more of these. I might let you have a look at all my knives and axes and that at some point, or whatever. But we'll try and make it in garden. We'll try and at least light a fire and do it a little bit. Keep it a little bit naturey and outdoorsy, because here's outdoors, isn't it? Not here sat on the settee. That's how I've become complacent. Yeah, it was out in woods, then it was on a bench in woods, then it was in his garden. Now it's just in his house. I like it though. So cheers to that, absent friends, and yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and please give me some advice on tents, on what my next tent should be, like a tent for life, or a tent for like 5 years, that I can take in the mountains, then that it's easy-ish to put up, and I'd be grateful for that. Namaste is outdoors. Cheers.